Hi guys, Dustin here with another Star Trek, the official Starships collection from Eaglemoss, and we are taking a look at the J.J. Abrams 2009 movie of the U.S.S. Enterprise from the movie Star Trek. Constitution class Starship launched in 2258. It's part of the 2009 movie timeline. Last time we saw the ship was in the 2013 movie Star Trek Into Darkness. And captain? Well, there was only two captains. One was Christopher Pike and James T. Kirk. Let's go ahead and take a look. This is a special issue. You will see special issues being seen in this. Not only basically the regular ships, but also special issues and subscription gifts. Here's the specifications. Constructed at Riverside Shipyards in Iowa, Earth. Launched in 2258. Captains already mentioned. Weaponry includes phasers and photon torpedoes. When Nero altered the course of history, it resulted in larger, more powerful Starship Enterprise than we normally see in the 1996 TV show or even the movies. When Nero altered the timeline, it had a ripple effect that altered many different things, not least the U.S.S. Enterprise, which is launched in 2258, more than 10 years later than it would have in the original timeline. It's much more larger and more advanced. Its counterpart became Starfleet's flagship. The altered timeline, James Kirk joined in the Enterprise straight from Starfleet Academy, was captain after he saved Earth from destruction. And much of Christopher Pike, much of his new crew being drawn straight from the Academy, sharing class name with its counterpart, the Enterprise, a radically different vessel. The entering a planet's atmosphere was significantly larger and used different design for warp engines. Many other technologies such as phasers, photon torpedoes remained the same. Throughout the timeline, Starfleet developed a form of long-range transport that could operate over enormous distances. Despite discipline problems, Kirk was given the ship's first 5-year exploration in 2260. The ship began the task and entered her counterpart place in history. The design was much different than we know, but I'll get to it when we get straight to the ship. Speak which, I just jumped the gun and opened it out of the box. We'll take a look more at the box later. Star Trek returned in theaters in 2009. Everything was updated, and the ship was cooler than ever. I really wish they actually kept this kind of same design. You know, the buzzer collectors, the color of red-orange, same way for the original series, and even the bronze for the deflector dish. Abrams said that he wanted to make a tribute to Roddenberry's original series. Wanted to do it without following slavishly in his footsteps. This is actually Ryan Church's concept of the new Starship Enterprise, which was sent to ILM, when Alex Jaeger and his team completed the design. More of it. In this one, New Enterprise was designed under direction of producer designer Scott Chambliss, who's responsible for realizing Abrams' version of the new movie. And these are actually the first two designs by Tim Flattery. Produced show in Enterprise is similar to a version that made its debut in Star Trek The Motion Picture. And Chambliss and Abrams wanted more than a departure. They revisit some ideas, but want to still keep the Constitution class look. Church experimented, variety of subsequent different profiles, the redesigned ship with elements was exaggerated. Now, on this one, I see Star Trek as a fantastic opportunity for me to visually find three varied cultures: human, Vulcan, and Romulan. Archetypal type: Vulcan equals logic driven. Romulan is violently emotional, human, logic and emotion. Now, Ryan Church continued to produce these drawings even after ILM started working on the ship. There's actually different paintings and different visuals. Now, the interior was designed at the same time as the exterior. You have the bridge. This was an early concept, and this is basically what the inside looked like. Imame had a design of the warp core, basically seen from Star Trek Into Darkness. Get to the use of these drawings. Shamlis Abrams happy with Ryan Church's approach to the design. Concept painting was sent over to ILM, which actually would be responsible for filling all the details. He even looked at every aspect of the ship, size, shape, different elements, details that covered the surfaces. At one point, Jaeger suggested that they should consider giving the Enterprise much heavier panel lines, would have made it look chunkier and given it more sense of scale. One thing you can actually do to these shapes, which until it breaks down, and all that. The side of the Enterprise should be smooth and gleaming white, not gray, not like a pearl gray kind of color that we normally see. And these are what the RCS thrusters actually look like up front, close and personal. We basically now, with the tradition of using like NCC-1701, basically underneath the hull, like right here, they did not even appear. Like, what the heck? They even put it like smack dab right in the center right here. Now, a major problem with this one that it did not appear in Star Trek Into Darkness. It was actually left out. Now the idea is that the nacelles would light up the same way, basically from IL, which actually looks cool, but I actually like much more of these colors instead of blue, so we'll look into it. One of the things that ILM were working to design of the nacelles that they run both front and back. These are actually would be the ends. These are the original versions. These are actually much of the newer ones. The buzzer collectors run themselves direct tribute to the original 1960s TV series. The orange energy would be seen swirling in front of the cells. But something about the orange color just did not look right. Like, what's wrong? What's wrong with the orange color? It will actually look fitting on there. You can look at several different ways having the cells light up when the ship is actually traveling at warp. Basically, you can keep the bluish look, but at least put the orange color for the front. And moving on to the next one. The shell bay was a profound influence on the side of the ship. This is actually real big itself. We actually seen it from the Into Darkness movie. Sense of scale, I say this ship is pretty big. And this hot rod of the Enterprise is ready for a much newer audience. As always, we actually have back cover. And let's go ahead and take a look at the box. We're done to take out. First, you get a box that looks like this, real huge. When you open it up, you basically don't get like plastic. You actually get styrofoam. Yes, styrofoam indeed. So, put this off to the side. Let's take a look at the ship. She is in all her glory. I know you've seen the ship like twice when I do the Enterprise reviews. Both Korea ones up on top. One right there, and the other one is right there. This is the real deal right here. So let's go ahead and check her out for a good look. Display stand is all normal. Whoa. So here's the ship. I actually like the design, but the only thing that they didn't bother at was the registry number, just like I said, underneath right here. Would be awesome if they did. The saucer section is just real big. And then the nacelles, they don't look lopsided, but I may be wrong. They actually look cool. And hopefully, and registry number real big. It's like just smack down big. I also have the U.S.S. Enterprise. It's basically designed off of the older Constitution class starships. Like, so let's actually bring in the original. For a little close-up scale and comparison. Here we are. You have two Constitution class starships, both named U.S.S. Enterprise. NCC-1701. But the size are just incredible. One includes actually a smaller saucer, and the one is just large and longer nacelles versus the sleeker nacelles. Now, what I discovered is a deflector dish. Basically, this Enterprise right here has the 1960s concept of the deflector dish from the TV show. This one does not. And the Aztecting, this one you can't even make it out there's any Aztecting. From what I've read, from Eagle Moss, they said they didn't like the first concept for the U.S.S. Enterprise movie refit variants, and they want to try to redo it again, but name it NCC-1701-A. Yes, indeed. And when we actually take a look at this ship, always worry about the impulse engines. These little reds back here, red engines. By the time nearly Into Darkness was done, the impulse engines were much larger. I'm not sure if they didn't add it in, or basically this is just the 2009 version, but I ain't gonna complain. But to be honest, saucer section is so huge I can actually, use my hand as the base for this. And yes, because just like the Voyager one, this one is top heavy. You actually have all the die casting up front of the ship. Basically, I like the ship. Looks cool. Didn't find any flaws. Again, first of the special issues. Loved it. Oh, yeah, my name is. Actually, I'm gonna do a little off real quick. If you like this video, leave a like, favorite it, subscribe to my channel for more starships like this. Next video, I'm gonna be doing the Akira class and Jemadar ships. So, my name is Dustin. I will see you later.